Hey there. I was hibernating for a lot longer than I had intended to this season. Don't really feel bad about it, but first thing I did when I woke up, as ever, is immediately leap onto the Hell site and see if you had any questions for me. And yeah, boy did you ever. So let's get to them. Liffy T asks, are chickens dinosaurs? Well, no, they're chickens. I mean, they're descended from dinosaurs, which I get the impression the chickens remember. Like, chickens aren't smart, but you kind of feel like they're also biding their time. I'd watch out for chickens if I were you. Mostly flightless doesn't mean mostly harmless. Okay, next. Gekas Welcome asks, hey Gibb, what do you think is the best way to eat a sandwich? Toasted, cold, grilled, or baked? Fair question. I'm led to believe that most food tastes better when you're baked, but that's never been my lifestyle. I try to live as non-flammably as possible for obvious and magnificently silky reasons, but I guess you can eat a sandwich however you'd like, under the influence of, I don't know, sriracha maybe? You do you, I'm no narc. And next, Redditortainment asks, I bought a box of meat today. Suggestions? Well, I don't know why you're coming to me for advice. It seems like you got it all figured out. You're the one with a box of meat. Do you have any suggestions for me? Where do you find meat by the box? Tell me your secrets. Moving on to Shadmed asks, when is the... Is this one of those meme things? Am I being memed? Do you need like an image macro of like... Because if so, you can use that image, but generally speaking, please do not meme me without my consent. Alright, now... A priest asks, do you have an evil universe version of yourself? And are they named Big? No. Well, that is to say, I don't think that's their name. I don't remember that. Your name's not Big, is it?
Nee.
Okay. No, their name is not Big. Alright, let's take a look over at Punk Rock Zoologist, who says, what is your favorite Star Trek ship? I think you knew exactly what you were doing when you asked this question, so I will answer plainly. The Stargazer and Bashir and Garrick. Though, I don't know how to spell the official name. Quickly moving along to Melonpan asks, do you think the Insane Clown Posse have clown eggs? Okay, so I actually know what you're asking here, which is like, do the Juggalos have to register all their individual unique face paint with the clown egg registry, wherever that thing is? And I don't think so, because I went on a rabbit hole with this. I couldn't even find online like an actual registry of Juggalo face paint, which you'd think would be important considering how many of those hatchet friends there are, running around out there. You wouldn't want to duplicate. But also, it makes me think, is this how Juggalos reproduce? Like, I'm just imagining Shaggy Too Dope waiting on stage, Violent J's running late because he had to deposit a clutch of eggs in Lake Hepatitis out of his ovipositor, hoping that the flotsam and jetsam of the gathering will bring a strong brood to the future of the Juggalo family as they all hatch in the spring, begging for Fago. Anyway, this gave me a lot to think about, thank you. And next, Luff It Up asks, should we bring back ska? Ska never left, my guy. Which is to say, no, there's pills you can take now. Trundling along, Lisha Joie asks, what do you want done with your remains after you die? Personally, I want to be a medical cadaver. Bold of you to assume I will die, but if it turns out that I am in fact mortal, I mean it's either Viking funeral or trebuchet. I thought my living will made that obvious, I don't even know why you'd ask. It's either the fire or the fling. Okay, next. McKeeble asks, do crabs think people walk sideways? I don't think crabs actually think people. I don't even know if crabs actually think. I think crabs actually just be. It'd be kind of nice to be crab, but We're gonna have to wait a while for carcinization to kick in. We cannot comprehend the crab's rich inner life. And now it's time for... Ball T Matrix asks, where have all the giant robots gone? When were there giant robots? How long was I asleep? Well, it's gotta be hard for them to hide, and they can't have got far on foot. I can't see any from here. I wouldn't worry about it. Not with my tax dollars. Moving on to... Renier states, I am currently eating my lunch, and then asks, how do you like to eat grapes? The normal way? Why does everyone assume I'm an alien from Trappist-1 who ingests food through his dorsal cloaca? I pop them in my mouth. I understand they're better if frozen, but I don't know that I agree. And now, Bard Icework asks, why is Boris Johnson? I don't know, man. Why is a tricky question? Because, stuff just sort of happens randomly for no reason all the time. I think a much better question would be, how is Boris Johnson? Because it seems very unlikely, and I don't think it could be replicated in laboratory conditions. I don't know, but somebody tell him leave means leave. Okay, next. Kemikiao asks, why do people eat cheese crackers with peanut butter, but don't put peanut butter on goldfish crackers? Do people definitely do that one thing, but not the other thing? I haven't heard of anyone doing either of these. I think, in a vacuum, I would always put peanut butter on goldfish crackers first, because peanut butter goes well on anything. A lot of questions about food today. I think y'all need a snack. Remember to stay hydrated. Moving on to... Winter Cookies asks, have you ever thought about creating your own podcast? Wait, you mean you're not listening to Fuzzboys? Oh, dang. Here's a clip from the most recent episode. Okay, hold on. Shut up for a second. You're saying that you were on a skiing holiday in Geneva, and you spotted that same busboy you undertipped in Lisbon, and thought they had followed you there to shake you down for another €3, and that is why you had no choice but to set fire to the ski lift.
Yeah?
Want to shout out to our sponsor this month, Sloop VPN. Keep your pipes lubricated and untraceable with Sloop VPN. Use the code FUZZBOYS for 1% off your first month. My point is, hey Showtime, I hear you got an opening on the schedule. Fuzzboys coming at ya. Well, that's about all the questions I got time for. There was like a dozen or so asking me how I'm dealing with the high temperatures, which is to say I'm staying indoors and my fur wicks heat. So, lucky me, I guess. That's gonna do it. Bye.